For example, let's say there was a guy who he lived in his mom's basement, smoked weed every day, played video games, didn't have a job, the whole meme, whatever. And he was like, you know what? I'm delusional. I will only date like a 10 out of 10 Victoria's Secret model. Do you think like he's gonna get her?
Do you think that's a fair comparison?
Absolutely, sure.
That's what I'm giving right now.
Yeah, you want to date a guy who makes $1 billion a year? Yeah.
Okay.
The guy I described, you think he's delusional? You think he can get a supermodel? Like most y'all women would clown on a dude like that.
First of all, that's none of my business on what that person wants and what they would try to go after. So do I think they're delusional? Sure.
But do you think they're going to be able to get the Victoria's Secret model? If you had to bet your life on it, how would you bet?
Probably, but he wouldn't.
So you would bet against him?
Sure.
Let's say there's a lot of men who also think like him, who are in his exact same position, and say they also want to have kids and get married. And they're like, but I'm not settling unless I get that Victoria's Secret model. Do you think he's going to ever have kids and get married?
Well, how is that my problem?
I'm not asking whether it's your problem or not.
Do I think he's ever going to have kids? No, probably not, but that's not my problem.
That's not my problem. Honey, that's the exact problem you're about to face in life.
This is what happens when you don't keep your hands to yourself.
No, bro, you was a little ass boy, bro. You
When equality hits equally, respect to him for not discriminating against women. He treats everyone equally.
He's being verbally violent and emotionally abusive, and he responds with his hands. Is that fair play?
No.
Okay, why not?
Because men are physically stronger than women, and a real man will walk away
Thank you. Thank you. That's at the root of everything, gentlemen. Ladies, that's at the root of everything. You're a woman that believes that men are stronger and men should walk away. Then if that's the case, then you should keep your mouth closed and not incite a man. Because you can't whoop his ass. But how many women do that? Why wasn't she a real woman and just run away? Why'd she hit back? What sense does it make to agitate somebody who you cannot defend yourself against?
No sense.
Women know they can shout their mouths off, knowing other simps will fight for them.
Hey, come on, man. Yo, chill.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I hate to interrupt. But
no, ain't no recording out here. Just private property.
No recording out here. No. Sir, I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
You think this is America?
This is sir, I'm exercising my rights. What more?
Here you go. You guys have a great day.
Honestly, that was the worst service I ever had. You suck. Oh.
Lady.
Or I'll punch the fuck out of you.
Hey, lady, you're crazy.
Erase
lady. Lady. Oh! Fucking move, bitch. Fucking no, you can't hit me.
I will break your shit, dog. Keep it up, I'll break it.
Sadly, a lot of women think they can hit men because they've been taught he will never fight back if he's a real man. It's weird TBH.
So I've never seen this clip until now, but how refreshing is it to hear someone from Hollywood make these statements about femininity, motherhood, and marriage?
I think a lot of Disney films also, when the sequel comes, they expect the princess to then like be in armor and have a sword and fight and like, oh, that makes her strong. And you know, of course, there are princesses that it's necessary, like Mulan. She's a fighter, that's in her DNA. And Aurora is a fighter, but in a different way. I think there's a strength in her femininity and softness, and there's nothing wrong with her wanting to be a mother and be married and you know, my mom always wanted to be a mom, and I think there's a beauty in that, and that is still strong. So it's nice to represent that, you know, kind of woman.
Women don't need to be like men to be strong. You are, and we're always strong. But they still had to compete anyways with men.
What age do you want your guy to be?
So 20 to 25.
20 to 25?
Yeah.
Married? Does it matter?
No, not married.
What race?
Could be either.
White, black, or Asian?
Is there light skin? Okay.
Brianna, you like white.
So So
White guys, all right.
Let's do white.
We'll do white. We'll do white.
There's no in between.
Minimum height.
We could do like 5'11", 5'10".
5'10"?
Yeah.
Obese?
No, he has to be fit.
Minimum income, like what's the least you can make?
500K.
Wait, what?
500K. Let's do like 200. Let's do
200K?
Yeah.
200K.
500 is pushing it, right?
All right, so your man falls into 0.023%, so you're pretty delusional. You're not gonna find a guy like that.
I'm delusional. I'm living in a fucking fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's lovely. That's lovely.
You gotta lower your standards a little bit.
But why is that?
Guys like that don't exist. Almost like a unicorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's lovely.
All right, up next.
First time I've seen a girl's friends call her out on her delusion.
Hold up. Did y'all see this crazed woman? This is how she's acting in public. Imagine how she wilding at home. There was one thing this abusive lady said that was correct though, that the woman laughing so loudly and obnoxious in the background is a fucking weirdo.
Bro, you're a weird too. Like, it's not funny.
It's not funny. Would she be laughing if it was a man screaming on a woman and getting in her face at an airport? Absolutely not. Women behaving like this woman in the airport is often overlooked and given a pass. But when and if that man snaps, all you would do is vilify him and absolutely ignore all the things the woman did that led up to it. When we ignore behavior like this or act like it's funny when a lady do it, we're directly making them feel justified in their actions, which will result in continued behavior. Moral of the story, put out the same respect you expect from others.
Don't hesitate. It's time to alert the authorities about this dangerous individual.
What's your age?
I'm 24.
Are you single?
I am.
Why do you think that is?
I'm very picky with men that I choose to date, and I have high standards, so I'd rather be single than be with someone that I don't respect or want to be with.
So describe your perfect man to me. How much does he have to make?
He has to make at least as much as I do.
Which is?
Ballpark, 100K a year.
How tall does he have to be?
I'm 5'4" and I wear heels a lot, so I would say at least 5'11". He should be able to provide for a family. So if I am pregnant or I'm sick or going through something, he should be able to take care of me and the kids. That's kind of the expectation.
But realistically, at 24, do you want to have a kid right now?
No.
So why would he need to be able to provide for a family?
Because I date to marry.
Those aren't just high standards, my friend. They represent the most thoughtful and balanced answers I've encountered in videos like these. This perspective is refreshingly grounded, setting a new benchmark for clarity and reason.
If you're a girl who wants a 6'2" in-shape man, but none of those men are giving you attention, change your type. If that is the type of man that's constantly coming for you, keep that type. You're very lucky.
Women should change their type predicated on what's attracted to them.
Absolutely. It would be a completely pointless strategy being attracted to a man who has no interest in you. Let's say, for example, I'm super overweight or I'm super short and I'm not getting the type of guys that I like. Change your type. They're not going to like you. You either stay single or beg them to like you, or use sex to get them to like you, or make them need you because you don't feel like they want you. You're going to set yourself up for psychological failure.
The wealthy may treat you as a commodity, while the loving companion might cherish every moment spent together. What do you truly value? Priorities and values matter.
This young girl got caught while she was cheating on her boyfriend. As you can see, she's currently in a swimming pool on her phone talking to her lover, and the guy who's filming her is her boyfriend, who realized she wasn't faithful and decided to set a trap to catch her in the act with her lover. Made her believe that he left, but he actually stayed, and half an hour after, he caught them red-handed. The guy entered the house to go back to the pool, and that's when he followed them.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Well played.
Cheating on a partner is one of the worst decisions you can make. There is nothing to gain and everything to lose. The best excuse she might offer is, "You're always working and never have time for me."
You can prove me wrong real quick. I'm just going to ask you one question, and I already know the answer to it, but I'm hoping that you surprise me. What is it that you bring to the table for this 1%er, besides a place for him to stick his...
I give great massages.
Are you have you been trained? Are you a massage therapist?
No, it's natural.
Wait, what else do you bring to the table?
Cook, I clean, I'm fit, I would raise the kids.
Very
You let
that
me
every
know.
woman can do.
And wait, remind me your age. You're 37, right?
36.
Oh.
You can't give him kids either. Where did you find her, Brian? You're almost 40. The biological clock is pretty much clocked out at this point. And you want a multi-millionaire, 0.1%, in an area that has the most
Tons of
beautiful young
millionaires.
20-year-old women on planet Earth. Does that summarize your position?
Any woman looking for a multimillionaire isn't looking for a relationship.
Most men find most women to be at least somewhat attractive. In contrast, women on average view 80% of men as below average in attractiveness. Another study found that on the dating app Tinder, men liked more than 60% of the female profiles they viewed, while women liked only 4.5% of male profiles. I didn't realize that 80% of men as below average. That's quite off.
It is, because, you would think like 50%, right? It's sort of like 50% above and 50% below, but to have 80% rated below is pretty grim.
Because of the increased risk women carry, they tend to be choosier about their partners. In contrast, men are less discerning. Studies of online dating, for example, find that...
What's the difference between a stalker and a mysterious stranger? It depends on how good-looking the guy is. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.